Yo, what's up, Aries? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. Aries, there's a few substantial celestial events occurring this month. We've got two full moons again, so this is really rare. I mean, we had two full moons back in January, and now we have two full moons again here in March. So two full moons occurring in the same month again. This is the second time this is happening in this year, so obviously, a second full moon within the same calendar month is called a blue moon. And the next time this is going to happen is 19 years from now, when there's going to be two full moons in two different months in the same year. So there's something pretty substantial about this. And then also we have Jupiter, which is going to be going retrograde on March 8th. And it's going to be retrograding for quite some time. It's not going to move direct again until midsummer. It moves direct again on July 10th. And the sun is going to be in an area for you throughout the month, Aries, that has to do with letting go. It has to do with secrets in your life. So this is a chance for you to clear the decks, Aries. If you're happy with your situation right now, then great. But if you're not happy with your situation, or if there's anything in your life that you're looking to let go of, now is the time to do it. The sun in the first 3 weeks of March is going to be in this area for you that has to do with clearing the decks. And then the sun's going to shift into your sign on March 20th, and that's going to be your solar new year. So the last thing you want to do is bring baggage into your new solar new year, Aries. The actual new year happens on January 1st, obviously, but your solar new year happens when the sun shifts back into your sign, and that's on March 20th. And that's going to be a time of all new beginnings for you, Aries. So let go of whatever's outdated in your life. It's time for a fresh start, Aries. And those are the main themes for you for the month of March 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on March 1st, there's a full moon, and this full moon has to do with your work situation. So this is the first full moon of two full moons this month. The second one's the blue moon, which is on the last day of the month. But this full moon has to do with the shift in your work situation. So this could resonate differently for all Aries. It's not going to be the same outcome for every Aries. So basically, you can expect a change of some sort regarding your work sometime following the full moon that's going to happen in March 1st. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, yeah, the full moon's going to hit and all Aries are going to go start, like, you're going to go to a different company or whatever. No, that's not true. It just means there might be some sort of development within your existing line of work, or potentially you might have some stuff happen around you in the workplace. Or, yeah, maybe for some of you Aries, if you do want to change what you're doing altogether work-wise, then this is your chance to do it. Now, this full moon also has to do with your health, so you may see a development that comes up regarding your health potentially. Some of you might start getting more serious about working out. And there might be some sort of shift regarding your daily process. So, think about what you do every day. You get up, you go to work, you go to the gym, whatever your daily process is every day, what you do. You might see a little bit of a shake-up in that following March 1st. On March 4th, the sun is aligning with Venus. Mercury's aligning with Venus on March 4th. So you have Mercury and Venus in the same part of the sky, and they're aligning. And this has to do for you. This has to do with a love secret. So, some of you might be communicating about a secret love situation potentially. And potentially you're either communicating about it, or you're talking to somebody in secret who you're attracted to. Or if you're not actually verbalizing about this, some of you might just be thinking about it. So you might be thinking about someone who you are romantically attracted to, and this is something that you might be keeping to yourself right around March 4th. On March 8th, Jupiter goes retrograde, and Jupiter has to go retrograde because there's a focus in your life, Aries. It has to do potentially with, some of you might be in the position where you're ready to combine your resources with somebody else. Or if that's not the case, then, potentially some of you might have some sort of opportunity for some kind of business alliance or business partnership potentially. And if you haven't achieved that yet, either of the things that I just mentioned, it's going to resonate one way or the other for each of you. Probably not going to be both, or maybe it will be for some of you. But Jupiter has to go retrograde because maybe some of you haven't achieved this great big alliance. There's some kind of alliance that you need to make Aries, and Jupiter's going retrograde because otherwise, if it didn't, it would just move on to the next sign, and this would never happen. But Jupiter's going retrograde because it's saying, Aries, I need to stay here for a minute so you can make this alliance happen. So it's something important about it coming together for you, Aries, with somebody. It's making it more solid. It's you're combining your resources with somebody potentially, or like I said, potentially might be about a business partnership for some of you. And Jupiter's going to retrograde until July 10th, and then it's going to start to move forward again. It's not going to leave this area of the sky until November 8th of 2018. So you got some time to figure out what this is that I'm talking about, Aries, but that's what it is. So try to figure out how that applies to your life uniquely. On March 11th, Mars, your ruler, is aspecting Uranus, which is in your sign. So this is unexpected. Something unexpected about a faraway place coming up. Something unexpected about someone who has a prominent heritage. Who do you know in your life who has a prominent heritage, Aries? Something unexpected potentially about a spiritual subject. So this is going to resonate in different ways for all of you. Now, Mars can be a sexual attraction too. So some of you might be sexually attracted to somebody who has a prominent heritage. Potentially some of you are sexually attracted to someone who's a spiritual figure. Only a select few of you might be sexually attracted to someone who's from a faraway place. So try to figure out how that applies to your life uniquely on March 11th. On March 13th, the Sun is aspecting Jupiter positively. And Jupiter's in this area that has to do with, and Jupiter's retrograding at this point. So Jupiter's in this area that has to do with your sex life too. And it's aspecting positively to the Sun, which is in an area for you that has to do with secrets. So, I see Jupiter's a big planet, so I see a big sexual attraction. Some of you guys have a really big secret sexual attraction to somebody. So this could, on March 13th, this could either be you actually making a connection in private with somebody like this, or if it doesn't have to do with the sexual attraction, potentially there's something going on behind the scenes for you, Aries, that has to do with a business deal, it has to do with a contract potentially for some of you. For others of you, it might have to do with combining your resources with somebody, or potentially forming some sort of business partnership or business alliance. On March 17th, there's a new moon in that area that has to do with secrets in your life. So these secrets are a big theme in your life, Aries, for March 2018. The new moon's going to hit on March 17th, the 6 months that follow March 17th. Now all of a sudden, some of you have this secret situation that's going to be building in your lives in the 6 months that follow March 17th. Now, it's not going to resonate like that for all Aries. For other Aries, this means a letting go of some sort. This area has to do with letting go. So, this new moon is going to give you what you need to be able to let go of whatever's outdated in your life, Aries. Some of you are just carrying some baggage. Some of you are just refusing to let go of, whatever is in the rearview mirror. You just got to put it in the past, Aries, so you can move on and let your life develop the way that it's supposed to develop. Now, others of you might be getting fascinated. I'm not saying this is going to happen for all of you, but potentially if you're watching this video, you're fascinated by the esoteric arts. So this is considered, astrology is considered one form of the esoteric arts. So, this area where the new moon has to hit is really going to heighten your fascination with the esoteric arts, numerology, tarot, you name it, whatever exists in the esoteric arts has to do with understanding the symbols that the universe is providing us. And they're hidden symbols. There's things throughout the universe that we can use to understand what's happening in our lives. So, Aries, a lot of you might find this really interesting, and the new moon attests to that on March 17th. On March 23rd, Venus is aspecting Pluto. So this is like some of you have a sexual attraction. It's like a romantic attraction, but then you have Pluto, because Venus is in your sign on March 23rd, romantic attraction. But then you have Pluto too, which is in this area that's to do with your career. So this is like a sexual attraction. Pluto is more about the erotic, but you have the elements of romance and sex there because of the combination of Venus and Pluto on March 23rd. But the angle that Venus and Pluto are making, it's like you want it, but is there some sort of caveat there? Why can't you make it happen? Or maybe you are making it happen, but there's something about it. So you're just going to have to see how it's going to play out in your life. You're going to see that right around March 23rd. It might have to do with it's going to either have to do with creativity in your career, or if it doesn't have to do with that, like I said, it has to do with your attraction to somebody you have who maybe reminds you of your career, your professional life. On March 25th, Venus in your sign, once again, aspecting Jupiter. So this suggests maybe a change of direction regarding a contract, or a change of direction regarding some sort of shared resource situation, potentially a business partnership for some of you. And then we've got the full moon. This is the blue moon, which is occurring on March 31st. This one has to do with a shift in your relationship. And this is pretty significant. So, I mean, some of you are either going to take your relationship to the next level, or if that's not the case, if it's not working out, then, this full moon could cause sort of a shakeup. Maybe you're going to have a blip, you go over it and you're good. But for others of you, if you got to break up, then that's just what it is. It is what it is, Aries. So, don't hold on to a situation that doesn't fit you anymore. I'm not saying that's going to be the outcome. It's going to be different for all of you. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Astrology. And check me out there. Have a great month. I'll see you guys next time.